What's up? What's up?
What is going on, THL?
What's up?
What's up?
It's your boys, your homies from the Payday podcast out here doing it big. You know what I'm saying? Out here living this life. It's your boy Iota Indigo, aka Eddie Trujillo, aka I don't know what else. Tommy, you go do something else, bro.
It's me, Tommy. Hi, guys.
Yo,
Hi,
facts.
guys.
That's the boy. How you living, Chief?
Oh, I'm living.
Hey.
Got home from work about a half hour ago. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
No prep time. No prep time. We go in
Nothing.
lit every time. What you smoking on, Chief?
I'm smoking some of that Zomo Mystery of Bali. I got
Okay.
probably 75% that and 25%. Oh shit, what is it? AF grapefruit
Hell yeah.
in the magma.
You fuck with AF. Every time you tell me you smoking AF, I'm like, you really fuck with AF, but AF actually isn't bad at all.
I don't smoke a lot of blondes, but when I do, it's mostly AF and Zomo now too. But AF
Sure.
has always been my go-to for blondes.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Very. I mean, it's traditional, at least as far as I know.
it's always good. It's for me. I know we've talked about it before, but Alfaker is just—it's always good. Like it's not, none of the flavors or anything like to necessarily write home about. Like I love their citrus flavors: AF orange, AF grapefruit. Either of those with mint,
Sure.
also terrific. Their gum flavors are real good, but it's not like any of it's crazy.
Right.
It's just all good.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean,
Always consistent, easy to pack, smokes for a long time.
facts.
What else do you need?
Absolutely. I'm over here smoking the last bowl of my that other breakfast cereal. So sending it out on a good note.
Now, how did you end up liking that? That was your first time getting
I
it,
fuck
right?
with I really like it. Like I said, I
Good.
think the orange is way too overpowering on it. Because that's like mostly what I get, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I wish it was creamier.
Yeah, bro. Facts. Pause.
And that's one of those things. Like I vape too, and I always do a lot of vape. I vape a lot of cream flavors, like a lot of milky flavors, a lot of dessert flavors, and it's just tobacco. It just never translates the same for those
Sure.
types of profiles.
Absolutely. Is it because of the tobacco notes and the tobacco itself, or is it, or what do you think it is?
I really don't know. I really don't know.
That's fair.
I think that's it. Is that it's just the creamy flavors are a little bit like the actual flavoring is maybe not as intense a flavor. So when you have it in a vape form, you get the creaminess more. Whereas with tobacco, maybe it doesn't translate as well because of the tobacco. I don't know, but I always feel that way, and I do gravitate towards a lot of dessert flavors and stuff for tobacco as well.
Sure.
But it's just never. Again, I mean, I like hookah a lot more than I like vaping. Don't get me wrong, but for whatever reason, I feel like creamy flavors, cereal flavors. It's just it. I haven't had a hookah flavor that reaches the same level of the flavoring
Yeah.
that vaping will with that.
Absolutely. I feel that for sure. I saw recently you had posted a thread about Hookah Freak, was it? You were talking about
Yeah.
one of their dessert flavors?
Yeah, hookah, and Hookah Freak. It was Sahara Smoke's line of tobacco.
Okay.
And they had some really, really interesting flavors. They had like Hookah Freak was their mixes, and then Hookah was just like single flavors for the most part. And Hookah Freak had a few that were like dessert flavors that were out of this world. They had one of my favorites was White Rabbit, and it was like a carrot cake,
Okay.
and it was absolutely spectacular.
See, I'm not a fan of carrot cake. I don't know if I would like that.
You might not.
Yeah, definitely an acquired taste. I should probably address the elephant in the room. I'm here by myself.
Yeah, Adam broke up with you.
Yeah, dude, Adam was like, I'm out, dog. No. He had some personal shit he had to go deal with. So, it's just your boy. You know what I'm saying? We out here living. Got the whole damn comfy couch to myself, baby.
What personal shit? This is the Payday podcast. Let's air some dirty laundry.
I think it's
I'm
like
playing. Don't
dog
do
like
that.
stubbed its toe or something.
He's doing what?
His dog like stubbed its toe.
That's a thing?
I don't fucking know.
I
You're
didn't know
asking
that.
me to do improv on the spot. I'm not a funny guy.
Oh, facts.
Oh shit, son.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Forgot.
no, it's all right. It's all right. I forgive you, motherfucker.
So, I understand that we have some new music from you today to
Shoot.
drop.
Absolutely, man. We got some new shit from me. My boy Jimbo Suave. So Jimbo Suave, that's my producer, homie. He's the dude who I respect the fuck out of. I love this guy, and I haven't got the chance to ever really feature with anybody, especially on my own shit. And I finally did, and it's somebody who's really close to me. It's a homie that I've known forever. The song is fucking dope. Like, it's way, way, way better than I ever fucking imagined it at the beginning. Oh my god! Like, I sent him my verse last night. He came back and he sent me it a couple hours ago, and that was the first time I'd ever heard it. And fuck, I am not disappointed. That shit was fire.
So when do we get to hear it?
When do you get to hear it, dog? We're 6 minutes into the podcast. Jesus.
Yeah, we usually whenever I've had new music from you before, we open up with it and then we close with it.
Let's open up with it then.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, let's see what we.
Let's see if it works.
Let's see if we got it. Run game.
Catch me on deck with the homies right beside of me. Teeth white, gleaming like they made of white ivory. Double cupped up, let my demons confide in me. Switching lanes, what you bout to see is an oddity, a skill that very few possess. A linguist, king shit, coming at your neck. Call my ass Gillette, will I be cashing checks? Cause I gotta get these rings like I'm Bill Belichick. I spit that ill shit, talk it how I feel shit. Anybody flexing on my gang, get they wig split. Posted up on Mary, Louisiana, where I live, bitch. And I got that doctor prescribed from Dr. Lip shits. I keep it real with the flow that I throw. I'm shooting 3-point J's out the homie's window. Shit you can't even make change off the racks that I blown. And this Iota Indigo is probably best that you know. I like them stacked when I roll through.
A big booty Judy.
That only eats at Whole Foods.
So what you wanna do?
What you wanna do?
I got a room full of bad bitches waiting for us, dude.
So it's on. And we ain't never gonna stop.
Suavedelic never embellish the shit that we rock.
A new contender to change.
The face of hip hop.
And that's all we really about until we reaching the top.
Resurrected from the mud, muddy in my cup. Get some cutty from a lily bitty that be tryna fuck, that been stuck. Fuck it though, comfortably numb. I'm going hard until I kick the bucket, middle fingers up. Blow the brains on the coupe. Kirk Cobain roast, all the bitches full of bitches and the bitches coming twos. Play drop bass knock, every knock gorilla glue. The fuck you tryna do? I'm tryna get some loot. Backers rolling up the booth. I'm smoking with some brews, all black like I'm Bruce. Ben Frank stay bruised, mobile plugging coming through. Stay 100, seeking truth.
I said fucking, now they bugging bitches, nothing what I do.
Gotta be consistent, my vision meeting fruition. I've been shitting on your favorite rapper since I've been a misfit. Too ambitious to coexist with the hate up on my pigment. Gotta hit the mortician when I body my competition. Oh sheesh, goddamn suave, go preach. No need to going straight and kill their hopes, please. Bitches always talking, acting like they know me. I just pull another 40 for my dead homies. Bless.
I'm back. Damn. That was some fire.
It was absolutely fire, dude. Really, really, really good. Really, really good. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So that's my first time actually hearing the song all the way through. Eddie sent me his verse earlier today, but I didn't get to hear it with the homie.
Jimbo Suave, homie.
Jimbo's, is it Suave or Suave? It's Suave, right?
It's Suave. Suave. Jimbo Suave.
I dig it, man.
Yo, but yeah, that's the boy, man. So I've really been wanting to do a lot of shit with him. Like, I've known him since high school. We've been real close, and he's got a flow that nobody can match. That shit is crazy good. And in all honesty, like I would that was my first feature that I've ever had anybody on. I would not rather it be with anybody else. That's my boy.
That's awesome, dude. It was really, really good.
Thank you. I appreciate you, dog.
They can't hear you at all.
Oh, hey, hell yeah. Hold on, I gotta fucking. They can't hear me at all. What? My shit's up.
All right.
Okay.
You can't hear him? Vic?
Who the fuck said they can't hear me?
Vicky is in the room listening.
I'm looking at the chat. It's cool.
All right. Sounds good.
Hold on. Let me turn on my audio on my monitor over here. Oh, it's just real low. Let me just turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I don't know how it got so low. Yo, test, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Run game. How y'all doing? Living life. We good. All right, that's cool.
All right.
Testing the audio midway through, you know.
We do.
All right, we back. We're good. But yeah, man, no, that shit was super dope. We had some fun with it.
Yeah, dude, I like it a lot. Now, is that gonna be for the for the album project, or is that just a little side thing?
Yes, sir. So that one is one of the first singles I guess I'm gonna announce that's off of that new project. It's fucking awesome. Payday podcast. We got the world premiere of it right here, getting lit. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working on this album for many of years. I think I've probably been working on this project for 6 years ish.
It's a long time.
Yeah, no facts, absolutely. So it better
you're only
be
like 17.
Yeah, bro. I've been rapping since I was like 13. I've been in the game for a while. I've been in the game for 10 years now, but I've really kind of just started taking it seriously. I don't like saying that because it makes me feel like before I wasn't taking it seriously. But like I'm really, really getting in with the shit now. I'm really focusing on my lyrics more. I'm focusing on the stories I tell a little bit more and just having fun with it.
That's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah,
absolutely
man.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like. I mean, everything I've heard from you, I've very much enjoyed. But
no, yeah,
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
I like that a lot.
You. We have a show coming up this Friday. If you're in the Denver metro area, definitely roll through. It's at 7th Circle. You can Google 7th Circle. It'll give you the address because I don't know it. It's off the 7th and Federal. So if you're in the area, it's free. All they ask is that you give a donation to the spot. It's a free music venue, DIY, do everything yourself. And it's just for kids like me who fucking love music, you know? And so if you do come through, drop a little thing in the can and come enjoy the show. It's going to have a bunch of dope shit. It's actually an album release party for my boy CFX Project. That dude's wild. He's honestly the reason why I've been so prolific with doing shows. He's got me hooked up with some dope-ass gigs. And we're just fucking... He's a good guy. So if you're in the area, come peep his shit. If you're not in the area, search CFX Project. And you'll hear his old album, which I was featured on also. All his other shit. It's always fire.
Throw a link up after we end. Throw it up on THL. Let people see it.
Facts, for sure.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Gang shit.
So we got any news stories to discuss today?
News stories. I mean, shit, dude. There was a little bit of news. This week was kind of quiet. I mean, I don't know. Not really quiet because some people were getting fucking crazy. But I did read this crazy ass article about this chick. Her name's Bella Thorne. Have you ever heard of her?
Yeah.
So she was like a Disney chick, I think, when she first started out. And maybe she's like an actress now or a musician. I don't really follow her. But apparently her nudies were threatened to get leaked. So
we live in such a weird time.
I agree. I 100% agree. But I think, in my opinion, I think she did the right thing. Like, if someone's threatening you to fucking release your shit, why not just do it yourself? So basically what had happened is this dude was harassing her. Just basically, he hacked her profile on Twitter and got a hold of these nude photos, was telling her, I'm going to leak your nudes, blah, blah, blah. So instead, she just went ahead and leaked them herself, which is fucking crazy. That takes some goddamn balls to do. But
yeah, but also, like, that works if you're a hot chick.
That's fair.
And that's the only time that shit works.
But, like, I don't think she's, like, a hot chick. Like, she kind of got a weird face.
Wow.
I'm just saying, dog. I'm being 100. I'm keeping it real. Like, she ain't my cup of tea. Maybe for somebody else, you know, it'll do the thing for them. But
I got to Google her now because I think I might be thinking of the wrong chick based off of what you just said.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's young, bro. Like, she's
like
younger than me. I mean, she ain't, like, young in a weird way. I'm not saying that. But yeah, she leaked her own nudies. It was a crazy debacle. Like I said, I think I probably would, you know what I'm saying? I would have done the same thing if that was in that case, you know? Fuck it. Why not release the Kraken, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, she's cute. I think she's cute.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's ugly, but she...
I mean, you said she had a weird looking face. That's kind of...
She does. That's my opinion.
That's cool. That's fine. You can have it. I was just saying that's not a compliment for sure.
I'm not trying to compliment her.
Like if I saw a chick and say like, "Oh, she's got a weird looking face," I'm not going to then be like, "Oh yeah, she's attractive." You just said she's got a weird looking face.
Bro. Listen,
she's gonna see this, man. She's been through enough.
Well, listen, dog. Hold on.
Fucking movie star, Eddie. Shut the fuck up. Like Eddie's pulling all these chicks way hotter than Bella Thorne, a fucking millionaire movie star. We're ending the stream. This kid's out of fucking control.
Nah, but so in the aftermath though, Whoopi Goldberg, someone who I haven't heard of in fucking years. I guess she's still on The View.
I was about to say she's still on The View. It's another show I don't watch.
She is on The View, and so she used her platform to basically say, you know, you're a fucking idiot for taking nude photos. She just basically said, you know, like, you know, this is your fault. If you didn't want this happening, you shouldn't have been doing it. To which in my opinion, I feel like that's the complete fucking wrong answer. Because listen, dog, it's 2019.
Yeah, no, I'm pro everyone taking nudes, like, honestly, because sometimes I want people to send them to me.
Facts.
So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and slut shame now.
Exactly.
That's out of control. But at the same time, I think there is some validity to that. Like this isn't the first time that someone has been hacked,
right?
And that nudes have been leaked and stuff. So I feel like, especially if you're a famous actress, you should be a little bit more careful with your shit than the average Joe, which sucks.
Like take Polaroids.
I don't know. I mean, maybe don't send nudes. Like I feel like here's the thing. Like I don't generally send nudes myself. Like I don't. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like if I like I have a girlfriend and everything now, so it doesn't matter. But like if I was talking to a chick and I'm just talking to somebody and it's like, oh, you know, send me some nudes. Like no, that's fucking weird. Like you send me some nudes if you want, but like I'm not. We're not playing that game. Like I'm not sending you pictures. What are you gonna do with them? See, that's always my first thought. And I guess part of that is just being a dude because like girls don't like to look at pictures of guys for the most part the way that guys do. Like I mean, you know, if the dude is like, you know, built like a model or whatever, it's a different story, I'm sure. But like for me, it's I can't imagine a scenario where like, oh, I'm gonna send it. Like, this is a fucking great selfie I took of myself right out of the shower. Let me send this shit over. That's gonna fucking definitely drop some panties. Like that's not in my wheelhouse. That's, you know, I'm funny. That's my thing.
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, see,
like I'll send them a joke, like memes. I'll send you all the fucking memes in the world.
No, absolutely. I fucking my inbox knows that.
I know, and you haven't sent me a single nude,
dude. They're on the way, bro. They're carrier pigeon. I had to get them printed at fucking Walmart.
That's the best bet. then you're safe. Then you're safe.
Exactly, bro. Don't gotta worry about it. But I mean, I don't know, man, because like me being a young guy and growing up with technology, I would say probably about 85 to 90% of people I know send nude photos.
Yeah.
So either you're telling everybody that's around my age to quit sending fucking titty pics, ass pics, dick pics, whatever.
And nobody wants to live in that world.
Exactly. Nobody does. That's why they invented phones with cameras on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy to me. But I guess, you know, that's like, and I feel like, I was talking to Adam about this earlier. I feel like that response from Whoopi Goldberg is kind of like the response that like how you would have to explain her response would be how you have to explain, you know, your grandparents saying some weirdo racist shit. But you're like, oh, but like they're from that time, so you know it's okay. Like it's not okay.
Yeah,
so, but
it's expected.
It's and it's wrong in my opinion. I think that you know I think that anybody should be able to do whatever the fuck they want with their life as long as it ain't hurting nobody else and involve no kids. But I think that everybody should be able to enjoy their own life and chill the fuck out. And if you want to send some fucking titties, send some titties.
No, I agree. And I mean, to me, you know, her doing that is having the right attitude.
Right.
Like, okay, I did this. Here you go. Like, fuck it. Here you go.
Yeah. Well,
because
what are you gonna do once I've already done it? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I mean, that's really the only play there
right.
to make. So I mean, she, like, you know, at that point she made the right play. But like like I said, at the same time, I mean, you know, if you are someone that's in the public eye, and it's something that you're worried about, then like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't take those pictures. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't read anything about this story, so I don't know. Like, is she upset that she had to do that? Like, is she like mad, or is she just like, oh, whatever?
I mean,
here's my tits. Like, I don't know.
She was. I think that when it initially happened, she kind of felt good about it because she didn't have to worry about somebody else doing it and having to deal with the backlash from it. But when Whoopi Goldberg had said the things that she said on The View, She had like a fucking mental breakdown. She went crazy. She was on Instagram crying and talking shit to Whoopi Goldberg, and she made a couple posts about Whoopi Goldberg. And I think that's okay. You know, you're entitled to feel your own way about how somebody's talking shit on you, so you got to defend yourself. But it's just a whole mess of a situation because, like, I definitely understand where Whoopi's coming from, but I don't think that's not the right response to that period.
No, I agree. I don't think it's the right response, but like you said, like I do understand that sentiment, and like I feel like if I was in her shoes, I would most likely not be doing that. So I can understand people feeling that way. Like, what would you even do that for anyway? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, especially with the what did they call it? Reddit, the fappening when that happened, when all the nude pics got leaked. Like,
right.
But it's a weird time. I mean, there's people getting fired from jobs left and right for shit that they said on Twitter like fucking 20 years ago, and like all kinds of dumb shit is going on all the time. You got the kid from Harvard who just got, well, not from Harvard, the kid who was going to go to Harvard. He was accepted, and then they turned around and declined him. I forget that kid's name.
Yeah, I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't really want to know it either. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too worried about it. That kid, though, I mean, like, did you hear anything like about what he said when he went on? I think it was either Fox News or CNN.
Yeah. He was on one of the shows, and he basically tried to point to Harvard's past. So for those of you who don't know, it's this kid. He's involved in the anti-gun movement because he was involved in a school shooting. He was at one of the school shootings a couple of years ago. I can't remember which one. This is absolutely terrible news reporting that I'm doing right now. But he then got very involved in the public eye with the anti-gun movement and like lobbying, and you know he spoke at Congress and all this kind of stuff. And he got accepted at Harvard, and then Harvard turned around and denied his acceptance to Harvard because some people sent out some screenshots from like an AIM chat or some shit,
right? Like
from like 3 years ago,
right?
Where he apparently like made some racist comments and some other things. And that caused.
I think it was he was just saying the N-word a bunch of times.
I think so. Yeah. I think because I think he said some stuff about Jewish people too. So that's why I just lump it all in as just being racist. But it's one of those things like at the time that happened, he was like 16. So it's not that long ago. But at the same time, like that's not shit you should be saying.
Absolutely, ever. Period.
Yeah, but it is private messages, and like and that's when you get into that kind of gray area of, well, we shouldn't really know about this anyway. Like, you know what? Like, he didn't even post it publicly. He wasn't on Twitter going crazy. This isn't like old Facebook posts that they found. It was like him and a few people talking, and they were all being like really wild.
Right. And
it was stupid. You shouldn't have said it, but we're going to hold a 16-year-old accountable for everything they say on the internet. Like, that's a fucking scary precedent to be setting too.
I have to disagree on that. I really do, because I was never taught anything about the internet. The only thing that I was ever taught was that once you put something on the internet, you can never get it back. And so I always took that as, don't say shit on the internet that you don't believe in or that you can't back up. If you're talking shit on Facebook, you're about to get rocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take your licks when you get them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta deal with that shit. And so, you know, I do agree that it is kind of shitty that, you know, it happened to a 16-year-old kid. And I remember how I was when I was 16. I was saying some dumb shit, but I was saying dumb shit in real life to people's faces.
Right.
Like, that's the difference between like a lot of kids nowadays, and they gotta watch themselves, because, especially, man, when I was young playing fucking PlayStation and shit and being online, bro, like that's the most toxic language that you could hear, bro. You hear the N-word dropped a million times. You hear
all the time from 12-year-olds.
Yeah, 12-year-olds, bro. Like, and it at first when I was young, it was funny. It was a funny thing to hear, because you hear these little squeaking kids, you know, talking, saying all this crazy shit. But then you grow up and you get a little bit older and you try to go back and you play games and you're just like, man, this is fucking awful. Why do people choose to be here?
But at the same time, don't you think that those same kids, when they were saying that at that age, now they're a few years older, like, aren't they possibly going to be behaving differently?
They could, but
like, that's the thing with this Harvard thing, that just, it's one of those things. Like, I don't want to defend the kid or like what was said or anything like that. Like, I don't really even like the kid, but like just for something like that to be used and then considered for an application to college, like no one would have cared if he was any other person that wasn't in the public eye.
That could be true, but it might not be 100% true depending on his career path and all that other shit.
I mean, eventually some shit could have, but no one at Harvard would have cared.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
I'm
they have
sure.
to protect. They have to protect themselves in this PC
Absolutely.
age, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's one of those things. Like, I mean, no one's gonna be the person to like stand up on a mountaintop and like be screaming that this kid was wrong, because like you understand where they're coming from, and the shit that was said was fucking vile. But it's one of those things for me. Like, anytime I hear about this kind of stuff, like somebody gets fired from their job for a Twitter post that they made when they were in fucking college, or a Twitter post they made when they were in high school, and it's like, man. Like, I definitely have done and said some things that I wouldn't want brought out on a job interview.
Sure. Absolutely. I feel that. I don't know, man. Like, on the internet, I've never said anything. Like, as being a young guy again, like, being kind of in this era of kids who grew up with this shit around them.
Right.
Like, racism and saying dumb shit like that was never cool to me. Like, I never.
Right.
Maybe it's because I'm Latino and I have fucking I have that in my background. So maybe people being picked on because of their race wasn't funny to me. But
right. So
know.
let's say this. What if he had said faggot a bunch of times? Because that's hate speech too.
Sure, absolutely.
Now, and again, it's a word that I try not to say now. As a younger person, said it all the time.
Sure.
Never to gay bash. Like, I never went out. Like, me and my friends didn't go beat up gay guys or anything like that.
Right.
But it was a word that got said a whole lot.
That was just as kids. I mean, like that's the same for me. We were, we just said that shit.
When I was 15, that was a word that was in my lexicon, like regularly.
Absolutely.
I said it all the time.
Yeah.
Could I have posted it somewhere? I could have. I mean, I definitely could have. I don't know. You know what I mean? I might have.
Right.
But like, that really is kind of the same thing. Is it, if that had been what he said, would you still be saying?
Oh yeah, certainly.
Like, would you be feeling the same way?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it was used in the same context as what he was doing was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true too, because it isn't like he was just saying the word.
Yeah.
Like he was calling one of his buddies. Like, he was talking about black people. That is a different. Yeah. Now you're right. That's not a good comparison to make.
No, absolutely. But I mean, I get where you're coming from, though.
I'm trying real hard to play devil's advocate here. This kid's making it hard.
No, absolutely. That's my job, bro. I can't let you get away with that shit. Nah, bro. But like, for sure. I mean, like that's really what it, like, I think that's what it should boil down to, is the context of which it was used, and the severity of it. Like, if I mean, and that's a double-edged sword too. I mean, I don't think it's cool for anybody to be walking around, saying what they say and doing that. You can't say anything. I mean, I can't say anything. I can't even say these words. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't need that look on me. But
yeah.
Like, it's just like back when I was young, we used to say, "Oh, that's gay," and like, I don't think I ever meant it as being like a homophobic slam.
No, me either. I've stopped saying it because I understand why it's not cool to say, but I don't think I ever used gay or faggot or anything like that to actually talk about a gay person.
Right, absolutely. But that also brings up like the whole thing, like, okay, well, what's behind the word? Why do you say the word? And so that's what I was thinking about, is like, when I was young, when I would say something gay, it was something that was like, it was something that was stupid or something like that, and that's not even the word, and then that's not even what it means. And so, as a young kid, I understand how like shit can get lost in translation, or you just might say things in the wrong context, but that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's one of those things. Like, it's a weird gray area in our language,
right?
Because there's a lot of words that get said that have a different meaning than the way that you use them. And this isn't a good example with this kid with what he said, but it does happen a lot. And you've seen people get in trouble for shit they had said that, like, is it taken out of context? Not necessarily,
right?
But was he intentionally being hateful? Does it really represent that person as a person? Was that just a moment in time? Like, that's the thing that's really weird. Like you said, once you post something on the internet, it's there forever.
Right.
And people change. Like I said, like I no longer use that word. Like, I don't use that word at all anymore. I try very hard not to.
Right.
Even if I'm with people that are saying it and whatnot, like, I try not to do that. But it's a conscious decision that I had to make. But does that mean anyone who says or has ever said that hates gay people? Not necessarily.
Right. Absolutely.
Like, it's, you know what I mean? Now, the N word and the way that kid was using it, it's kind of a different story.
Absolutely. I don't think it's kind of a different story. I think it's 100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like the whole PC movement, and I remember the first time I ever really got called out for saying retard. I called somebody a retard online or something like that, and somebody hit me up in my DMs and was like, "Yo, dog, that's not cool." And and at first I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, "Whatever, bro." But then like the next couple of days, I was really thinking about it, and I'm like, "That's kind of fucked up." Okay, I understand. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and I respect your opinion and shit. And I mean, it was a real hard one to break, but now we're here.
That's one that I've almost completely broken, but I will find myself saying that sometimes still. Because it's another one of those words that, like, I never meant it to be disparaging to anyone, but it's something that we said from like age 10 on.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite thing with all of this is from The Office, which I watch like religiously. Michael Scott was calling one of the employees like faggy or something, and then it turns out the guy he was talking about was gay. And he was like, I had no idea. I would never call a gay person gay. You call your friends gay when they're doing something gay. like those words don't make any sense, but I completely understood what he meant. Like, yeah, absolutely. I know. We're not allowed to say that anymore, dude. You gotta stop. Yeah,
no, facts. No, that's a really good way to put it. Is like, you say it to your friends. You don't say that to actual gay people. That's some weirdo shit.
Yeah.
No, facts. Speaking of fucking people being angry over words
on the internet,
your boy Justin Bieber. I don't know if he's your boy. You're closer to him than I am, I think, because you're closer to Canada or something. But
I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Just by association, And so your boy Justin Bieber called out what was his name? Tom Cruise. So Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber might possibly maybe be getting into the octagon. And so at first this shit was kind of debunked, and there was like, oh no, it was just a joke, blah blah blah. But then I watched this video today, and this video had Dana White in it.
He said he'll make the fight happen.
Yeah, you fucking.
I watched it too. He said that he will make the fight happen, and he has heard from some serious people that there is actual interest in these two to fight each other. Yep. And I have to say, I will absolutely 100% buy this pay-per-view, because Bieber is going to get beat the fuck up. Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but Tom Cruise was a wrestler in high school.
I believe it.
And he does all of his own stunts. I'm not saying I think he's a real tough guy, but there's a couple things we do know. Number one, he's trained at least a little bit in wrestling.
Right.
Number two, he's in good shape, and he's, does his own stunts. You got to be a little bit tough for that.
Right.
Number three, it's Justin Bieber. How tough could Justin Bieber be? He looks like he weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah, no fact. Sopping wet with boots.
There's no way he's been hit in the face.
No.
Ever. No way.
Yeah, no, dude. So Dana White actually went on to say, because somebody asked him, I think it was on TMZ, somebody had asked him, do you think this is really going to happen? Do you think that this is something that's actually going to happen? And his response was, I didn't think Mayweather and Conor McGregor were going to fight.
I love that.
Absolutely. Like, that's the coolest shit ever. Because, like, even if it doesn't happen, that's such a good cliffhanger to leave. Like,
yeah,
anything's possible.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, facts.
If it does happen, I want the money. Is basically what he said in that interview.
Like, Justin Bieber shit his pants when he saw that, for sure. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Justin, I saw a video. So I've been really interested in this ever since I heard about it, and I saw video footage of him like sparring with some fucking fat guy, like all this stuff. Like, so he thinks that he's like training to fight, but stop.
No,
No.
No, it's not gonna be a stand-up if that's the case. You're gonna get.
Also, who calls out a dude that's like 30 years older than you?
That's true. There's probably been once or twice where that's happened in UFC, but those fights have probably been trash.
30 years? I don't think anyone is fighting with like so somebody 20 is fighting somebody 50.
Maybe.
No way.
Maybe.
No
I don't
way.
know, some of those old school fucking UFC dudes were pretty fucking badass into their old age. But I don't know if it was 50. I mean,
I don't know.
not
Yeah,
50.
we would have to look this up, and we're clearly not doing that.
No, absolutely not. Speaking of motherfuckers who are famous who work out and get sparring done, Wiz Khalifa, have you seen any Wiz Khalifa shit?
No, I know that he's been doing. He's been training what, jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, he's been doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's fucking dude, he's super built, bro. Like, I remember back in the day when Wiz first hit the scene and Wiz was just a little skinny pothead looking like a fucking twig, you know what I'm saying? And he fucking, nowadays you see him, all his shit on Instagram and everything, him kicking the bags, him getting some sparring in. This dude's got like a 12-pack ripped. He's fucking always covered in baby oil with his muscles and shit. Like, that dude's ripped, bro. He looks like a motherfucking bodybuilder, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely put on some muscle, but it's one of those things, man. It's so not fair. It pisses me off. Like, if you're super skinny, like if you're super skinny, you put on 5 or 10 pounds of muscle, and you look built. Like all of a sudden, like from nothing. Like you went from only smoking weed, eating Cheetos to like you had fucking 4 Cliff Bars, and all of a sudden you're like fucking looking all jacked. Meanwhile, like I can hit the gym all day long. Like I could put on in the next 3 months, I could put on 10 pounds of muscle, 15 pounds of muscle. Nobody's gonna fucking notice.
No.
Nobody's gonna notice. I got this layer of fat around me.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna be able to tell.
I've been trying to work my layer of fat. I've been going to the gym recently. I've been in the gym running 3 miles a day for the past week and a half now. Keeping to it longer than I've really kept to working out for a while. So hopefully this will be good. I'm actually down to 190 pounds now. I used to be, like this time last year, I was like 220 or something like that.
Yeah, you've been losing weight. You can see it.
Yeah, bro, I'm looking good now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the honeys. You gotta look good when you're famous.
Yes, true.
I'm trying to be like Tom Cruise in my 50s.
Beating up Justin Bieber.
Facts. 100%. He'll be 52 though, so it'll be a fair fight.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
Perfect.
That's the play. That's the play. The old man rumble.
Yeah,
I hope that fight happens so bad.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like that would be a good one. That would definitely be a blockbuster if that were to happen. But like I couldn't imagine watching Justin Bieber walk to the octagon. Like that would just be the funniest shit ever.
Just the question is, would he come out to his own music?
What is he gonna come out to, Baby?
That's what I was about to say. I hope. That'd be amazing.
Be fucking hilarious.
Tom Cruise should come out to Baby.
Boom, boom. Whoa.
See, I knew you were a believer.
Oh yeah, bro, I'm with that shit. I used to have a poster in my room, dog. Just looking at him as I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Calm my nerves.
I don't know what you're saying.
Don't lie to me. I know you got some Naughty by Nature posters in your room.
No.
That's more your time. I was trying to make it relatable for you.
It's not. That's way before me.
Dude, dog, listen.
Stop it.
What, did you have posters of Jay-Z with your fucking Jay-Z cologne sitting on your nightstand?
I did have a Jay-Z poster.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Shit. That's dope. See, I knew you had the cologne. I didn't know you had the poster to match.
I think I had a Blueprint poster.
That's not a bad one to have, though.
Yeah.
That's a good album cover.
I should find that.
You just got to go take it off the walls at your parents. That shit's funny, dog. So you had Jay-Z cologne. How was that? Did we talk about that before?
We have definitely talked about it. Jay-Z cologne. So he had a few different colognes out. I don't know if he still does or what, but I used to use Jay-Z's cologne. It was called 99. After the song 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. And I had to stop using it because I was always like, people would always ask, like, if you smell good, people ask you, what are you wearing? And I'm like wearing a suit, like Jay-Z's cologne.
Yeah. I'm wearing 99, dog.
It's called 99.
It's called 99.
like 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. Who needs a mortgage?
Oh, who makes that? Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, if anybody ever connected the dots on me, I would look stupid.
No, absolutely. See, who else has done that? Has anybody else been in the game fucking making cologne and shit? I think Jay-Z's the only person I know of.
Cologne? I think no, Diddy. Diddy definitely has
Oh,
cologne.
yeah, sure.
Diddy has everything. Diddy's
Is
got
it like
cologne,
an
he's
East
got
Coast
water,
thing?
he's got
East Coast
vodka,
thing?
he's got whatever he needs.
Is that like an
Huh?
East Coast thing, you think?
I don't know. I don't know of anyone else who's done it.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a money thing. Like if you're famous enough, you can just have like fucking beauty products, and it's
Sure.
just a thing. It's a thing you get to do now.
Do you think that they wore their own cologne, though?
I hope so.
I would hope so, too.
Yeah.
Jay-Z actually just broke the. I don't know if you saw. Jay-Z broke the mold, I guess you could say. He fucking just became a billionaire, certified first black rapper billionaire. Is it the first black billionaire?
And the thing is too about that people always forget. I did see that, and I believe he is the first rap billionaire. But you got to remember they forgot to account for what he did with the Raw.
What he did with the what?
The Raw. You suck, dude. You don't even listen to Jay-Z.
No.
It's lyrics. I'm speaking lyrics.
What he
Terrible.
did to
I
the
gotta
Cold
find
Rush,
somebody
dog.
else.
He did to the Cold
That's
Rush.
just it's a line from one of his songs.
So was that, bro. Fuck you.
What?
mean? I can't say it because it has bad language in it, and we get taken off of YouTube, and I would probably have to end my rap career. So
I don't think so.
we missed it. It's over. It's in the past now.
All right. Moving on. Moving
Well,
on.
yeah,
We can talk about Beyonce.
What?
We got to talk about Beyonce.
I was-
We'll transition from Jay-Z to
All right, let's
Beyonce.
just jump right into it. Let's not segue. Fuck it. We're going straight.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today.
So when was this? Was it the last game of the finals, or was it?
I think so.
So the dude who owns Golden State, he had his wife at the event at the last game, and they actually brought Jay-Z and Beyonce as special guests to sit courtside, which is actually kind of crazy because Jay-Z has beef with Drake. I don't know if they still do, but they've had beef. So it's kind of funny to see that the Golden State coach brought on Jay-Z and, for the Golden State game when Drake's over in Toronto and all that shit. I think that's super dope. I think that's a fucking awesome play. But there was a point in the game where the owner's wife, he looks over to Jay-Z to make conversation with him, and Beyonce's just sitting there kind of just watching whatever, and she's looking kind of like this, and people, I guess, apparently took offense to that. So what they were saying is that she was disrespecting the queen, which, first of all, that's cringy in my head, the way people act with Beyonce.
It's really weird.
The
It's really weird.
beehive and
Her
all
fans
that
are
shit, I think
bizarre.
It's so strange.
Yeah, her fans are bizarre to me.
And so basically what they did is they took, they saw that, they took a screenshot of it, whatever, they started posting everywhere saying how she disrespected Beyonce. And then people actually found her Instagram account, and they fucking started going in on her Insta, like getting death threats and crazy shit. And so I thought it was a little bit crazy about how her perspective of the whole incident, the whole cyberbullying thing, kind of played out. So obviously she's kind of an older woman, never ever had to deal with anything like this on the internet.
And she's not, even though she's rich, she's not famous.
Right.
It's not like she's anyone who's really in the public eye.
Right.
So you're just talking about a regular lady who had to shut down her Instagram account because people on the internet saw her whispering to Jay-Z. And the one of the articles that I read, she was talking about it. What actually happened was the reason why she leaned by Beyonce to talk to Jay was his drink was empty. So she leaned over to ask Jay-Z if he wants another vodka soda.
Oh,
And people are saying they're gonna kill her. We're gonna kill you. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Wow.
Yeah, she shut down
I
her
didn't see that
Instagram.
part. I
Yeah,
knew nothing about that.
Yeah.
That makes it even worse. That makes it like a million times worse.
wild. Yeah. Like there was no slight at all. And like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they haven't commented yet, but Beyonce's like publicist or whatever came out and was like guys, stop. Stop.
Fucking weird. Like that's like
Out of
when
control.
people get too caught up living in the internet and they start doing shit like that, and like your whole life then starts revolving around these celebrities, and you just keep following them on Twitter, and then you feel like they're like something to you and you're something to them, but they don't know who the fuck you are. They don't give a fuck, and they're probably honestly kind of disgusted that you as a fan of theirs went out and harassed somebody over some shit you didn't even know the motherfucking background to.
That's what I mean. Like, so any kind of response to something like this to me is absolutely insane. Like at all. Like, but especially this situation, like it isn't like, you know, Beyonce turned her back and they saw this lady give her the finger,
right,
like, or anything. Like, she didn't make a post that seemed sideways that people misconstrued. Like, that stuff happens, and it's still weird to me.
Right.
Like, anytime that you see that, you know, there's regular people giving people death threats for someone else, and it's like, it's just a celebrity that, like you said, you don't actually know this. Like, you like this person's music, or you think they're a good actor, and somebody said something that you didn't like, and now, like, you know, they're getting death threats. This was insane. Yeah. Like, people saw a lady go like this to talk to Jay-Z, and Beyonce's like, here, so we better kill that lady.
Yeah, that's fucking strange.
What?
So fucking strange.
Yeah, I mean, just how bored do you have to be? Like, how sad is your day-to-day life that you're like, fuck this rich bitch. Yo, I'm down. I'm down with the Bayhive.
Yeah, no, facts. Like, it's so strange. Like, I can't even think what mindset puts you in that. Where, like, these people are having a good ass fucking time. They're probably enjoying their time there at the Oracle. Last game at the Oracle. There's never gonna be another Giants. There's never gonna be another Golden State game at the Oracle. Like, these people are having fun. What the fuck are you doing? It blows my mind. Like, people are just trying to live their lives, and you fucking just want to fuck with them so much.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. It's so, the internet is just it's a really weird place, man.
Absolutely, 100%.
Weird place.
And it gets really strange when you start to like I've met a couple people who kind of just live through the internet, and they just kind of only do shit on the internet. They don't really go outside. They don't really have many friends in real life, and like, I think that's so strange, and I hope that that's not like the direction that the youth is going, and I don't think it is. But I think that, you know, there are a lot of people who are like that, and when they fucking group up on people and there's that mob mentality, it just gets out of hand, and shit can pop off. Like, people are crazy enough to go find where that bitch lives and see if they could do something. Now, granted, her fucking dude owns the goddamn Golden State Warriors, so I guarantee you they got cameras and security all around the spot.
Yeah, they definitely have ADT.
But
very least. At the very least,
they got Comcast a little sign beside the fence,
protected by ADT.
Absolutely,
and fully automatic rifles, bitches.
Yeah, no facts. Like, if something like that happened to me, though, like, I'm just a motherfucker living. Like, I don't got 30 people rolling deep. You know what I'm saying? I have like one gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Got that, and it might jam. It's crazy. It's spooky.
Yeah, it's weird, man. But like, you see stuff like that, even just within like the hookah communities. Right. Like you see, you see a lot of people that absolutely love the drama and the fighting and the arguing, and there's lots of people out there stirring up shit. You know, not speaking on anything in particular at all. This isn't like a subtle segue into hookah stuff. That's not what we're doing here today. But like, it's just a lot of it, I think, is boredom.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it just is amplified with, you know, stars and whatnot. And somebody starts doing it, and people decide that it's a good idea, and it's just pile on. And then you're kind of outdoing each other.
Yeah, right. You got to see who could be crazier, who's gonna do the next crazy thing. And I mean, I feel that same way about like the school shootings or shootings in general. I think that, you know, obviously we got to publicize it, and we got to make sure that people know, just in case, you know, you got somebody that's in that area. But at the same time, like, I hate seeing that shit, because it, like, to me, it's like, oh damn, like, someone's gonna see that, they're gonna be like, oh shit, this dude just like fucking shot this spot up. Like, I got to do better now. Like,
it becomes more of an option, I think, for people with mental issues.
Sure, absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, you get famous.
What's that?
You get famous.
Oh yeah, well yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's the whole thing behind it, is, you know, regardless of what you do, you're doing it for clout. So as long as at the end of the day, you know, whatever you do, as long as you get what you need, then I guess you're good. But it blows my mind that people got to be like that.
Sometimes it be like that.
Facts. Sometimes it do be like that. Yo, you got compared to a cool substitute teacher earlier in the chat, by the way. I don't know if you're looking.
Why was that? I see that people are talking about me. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Brianna said that you look like the cool substitute teacher from gym class that would be like, all right, today's kickball day, dog.
That sounds right.
You should make a kickball day Teespring.
I'm on it.
Absolutely. Oh, God, I'm in.
Oh, God, I'm in.
Yo, we got to do like a THL kickball tournament now. At the next event that we're at. We got to fucking figure something out.
There's no dress code, but if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Facts. Yo, quick little side note, back to that music shit. There was actually a line that I had in that song before I ended up. I rewrote that song 3 times. I had 3 different songs for it. And there was one line, I'm kind of forgetting the beginning of it, but it was like dip, dive, dodge here. Fuck it. I'll find it. I'll rap it right now.
You threw Mr. Lipschitz in there, Dr. Lipschitz. I like that.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad somebody got that.
There's nothing better than a good. There's nothing I love more than a Rugrats reference in my hip hop.
Hell yeah. Dr. Prescribed from Dr. Lipschitz. So I say, I keep that cash register on lock, and when I run through, you best dive or duck. Duck, dive, dodge, dip. I don't really give a shit what artery I'ma hit. Best of luck with the clip.
Woo! Yeah, we got dodgeball references in there. It's going deep, man.
Had to have something. I had to make sure that the other song had some kind of TV reference in it.
That movie is absolutely spectacular, by the
Which
way.
one, Dodgeball?
Dodgeball is such a good movie.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Such a good movie.
The one scene that I fucking think of the most is when the dude, he's got his little suit on and he has he plugs the pump in and he starts pumping up his shit.
Yes.
That's my favorite. He's like the chick's getting ready to come in for a meeting or something. He's like, oh, hold on.
I think my favorite part is when the old guy is like, must have been the luck of the Irish, and then a luck of the Irish slots machine thing, the fucking big ass sign falls on him and kills him.
Spoiler alert. Facts. Absolutely.
So if you haven't seen it by now, you don't want to. I'm not even worried about that.
Yo, no, facts. Absolutely.
Stop it.
Yeah, that's definitely a heater. Like, I kind of like movies that are kind of like similar to that style. Like, what the fuck was it? The Benchwarmers. The Benchwarmers was a fire one. I think that's like not one of my all-time favorites, but it's definitely one that, like, if someone was like, "Yo, you want to watch this show?" Like, let's smoke some weed and watch this movie. Fuck it.
It's a good movie. Have you watched Airplane? Any of the Airplane movies?
What is it about?
An airplane.
Yeah, that's a great description.
That's what it's about, dog.
What did they fucking do? Who's
They
in
fly
it?
They fly an airplane.
It's
an old movie. It's an old movie. It
was like a documentary about how the first airplanes were made and shit.
No,
I didn't know you were that old, dog. Was it black and white?
It's definitely a comedy. You're making it really hard to have a show with you right now. It's a comedy. It's in that same vein of that like slapstick kind of comedy. There's like lots of one-liners and like just gags. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely hilarious. I believe that they're from the 80s or maybe early 90s, but you gotta watch them. You gotta watch.
Look it up.
There's so many. It's called Airplane with a exclamation point at the end. Okay. The first one's great. The second one's also really good. But they just have so many like hilarious gags, like, and a lot of its wordplay stuff is really, really, really funny.
I have to look.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Shit.
And the same thing, like, what about like the Naked Gun movies? You watch any of the Naked Gun movies?
I've never watched any of the Naked Gun movies.
You're really fucking up.
I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't raised in the fucking 50s.
That doesn't even make any sense.
What did you say?
That doesn't make any sense.
It does, dog. It does.
Early 90s.
In the hearts and minds of all of our viewers, it matters. Okay.
Both of them.
Facts. The only like airplane movie I think I've ever really seen is what was it called? Soul Plane.
Okay.
Dude gets stuck on the fucking airplane toilet seat. He flushes. He got to do a courtesy flush, and he gets stuck on the toilet seat.
Airplane's a lot better than Soul Plane.
I don't know about that. That's got Jamie Foxx in it.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch. You'll absolutely love it. If you like those kind of movies, you will love it. I mean, like these movies are like that, like the Naked Gun movies. They kind of started that style of movie that you're talking about now with bench warmers.
Sure. Okay.
It's
I'll have to check it out for sure.
absolute riot.
They got on Netflix, Hulu.
It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. Airplane.
I'll have to look it up then. I got Netflix.
Amazing. It's amazing. At one point, they show up. The premise of the movie is there's the plane. They're on the plane. The main star of the movie used to be a pilot, like in the war, and everyone gets sick. Everyone gets food poisoning except for like a few people, and he's one of the people who didn't get it. So he has to they're trying to coach him to land the plane. And that's like the basic premise of the movie. And at one point, like all the news reporters show up at the airport, and they interview a few people. And then one of the reporters turns around to the other reporters and goes, "All right, guys, let's take some pictures." And they turn around and they all run to the wall and take a bunch of pictures off the walls. It's fucking amazing. There's a bunch. It's joke like that after joke like that after joke like that. Like everyone's sick on the plane, and they go to the one guy, and he's like a doctor, whatever. He's like, "These people need to get to a hospital," and the stewardess is like, "Why? What is it?" He's like, "It's a big building where they keep sick people, but that's not important right now." It's just fucking absolutely amazing. There's so many lines in that movie.
Shit.
You're just quotable. It's just there's so many quotable lines. You guys, everyone watching right now, turn off the. Don't even finish the show. You already heard Eddie's song. Go watch the movie. It's better than this.
Facts. Absolutely. No, but yeah, man, that shit's tight. That sounds like kind of like the bus movie where you gotta like keep the bus on the highway going like 60 miles per hour or some shit.
Yeah, except it's a lot funnier.
Sure.
That movie was kind of serious. That movie, Speed. It's
Speed.
It's from about the same time, dickhead.
Okay.
By the way.
Hey, bro, I saw that one, bro. That one was straight to DVD. Okay.
It definitely was not. It was a blockbuster. It was an absolute great movie, and it did really, really well at the box office.
Tell me the numbers right now, then, since you know it all.
At least 150 million.
At least $10. If it being over $10, that's cool. That's like 2 tickets.
I'm saying that's more than we make doing this shit.
Yo, facts, bro. We got to get them sponsors. I don't have my beard oil out here. I get them to sponsor me right the fuck now. I'll do an ad read. Look at this beard, dog.
Did you buy some beard oil?
I did, bro.
You've been beard oiling? Has it helped?
My fucking shit's a lot softer.
It's nice, right?
It's softer. It's definitely
nice.
A difference.
I haven't been using it.
No?
No, my shit's all coarse. I gotta get back on it.
Yeah, dude, my shit used to be hella coarse. Like now, like I'm just like chilling. I get like,
and it's like more. It's more like lined up, right? Like it stays flat. It looks fuller. It stays. It's just nice.
Like I feel like I should probably maybe do like right around here. Get this cut down so it's kind of like more of a point at the middle. I think that would be my shit right there.
You should grow the middle out real far and then braid it.
That's what I want to do, but I don't think I have the genetics for that.
Do it like green or something. Really?
I had a homie I used to work at Best Buy with. He was way older than me. He's probably in his 40s. And he was this real cool dude. He rode bikes, like motorcycles, but he didn't ride like choppers. He rode like crotch rockets and shit, which was really strange. But he was a fucking super cool guy. And he had the longest fucking beard of my life I've ever seen. And so what he would do is when it would come down, it was wild, bro. But then he braid it up and he'd do it all crazy and he'd come into work. I'm like, damn, dog, that shit's tight. Like, I wish I could do that. That's such a dope look.
I like my beard fuller.
Sure.
Like I keep it like this more for work, just because it's like I'm a banker. Like I can't have like this mountain man beard.
Yeah.
But I used to a little bit more when I didn't meet with people as much in person. I would let the beard grow in. But if I worked like some kind of construction job, or if I had a job where I'm not like selling, like I would have like a huge mountain man beard for sure.
Yeah, why not? Like that's the goal. If anybody that's the thing. If anybody has a beard like mine, like that they're wishing that they had a beard like Tommy's. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, not always.
I would say not like 90% of dudes that have beards like mine wish they could have a full fucking face of hair.
Might be. Did yours not grow in on your whole face?
Nah,
Is that just how it
like
goes?
I get it like down this side, like right here. Mm-hmm. But that's it. Like I'd rather have it line up and go up my jawline, make me not look as fat.
Right. Yeah, that's the key. That's really what it's all about. That's why I wear a beard.
The hard corners are slimming.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then also, like right here on my shit doesn't grow normal. Like it's got a little bit of a gap, so like my Fu Manchu doesn't connect.
Okay. Yeah. So my little brother's like that. My little brother, if he like when he lets if he lets his beard really grow, like it'll eventually fill in and he'll have like a big beard like I get. But if he was to try to keep his shit trimmed like I do, there's parts that don't connect. So like his face just automatically grows this hipster beard. Like the one day like he had it and I was like, "What are you doing with your beard?" He's like, "That's just how it grows." That's just how it grows. Like you can't grow a beard then. Stop what you're doing. No, it'll come in. No, it won't. Look at your face. And then sure enough, it does come in.
Yeah, nah. See, and my dad used to have. I think it's got to be the Puerto Rican in me. I think that's what it has to be because my dad had a full fucking beard. Like his beard was crazy. He used to have a long ass beard, and then he trimmed it, and it never got long again. But fucking that dude used to have it. And I was all excited as a kid. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna have a dope ass beard when I grow up. Everything's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be pulling all the bitches. Nope, I got this. Welcome to America.
Beards, it's funny, man. Like I saw this article. I want to say it was a BuzzFeed article, but I could be wrong. But I saw this article about beards, and like every 15 to 20 years, the trend on whether or not having a beard is cool changes.
Really?
Yeah, it's like almost like every other generation having a beard is cool.
Sure.
And then like it's not because old people have beards.
Facts.
So right now beards are cool, but our kids are gonna be like, nah, beards are whack. I don't need that.
Yeah, like beards. I think beards are really popping right now. Like I don't think many of the people that I know that can grow beards decide not to grow beards.
Yeah. For me, honestly, it's just too much of a pain in the ass to have to shave every day. Like I gotta shave. Like if I'm gonna keep my face like clean shaven, I gotta shave like in the morning and at nighttime. Like my facial hair grows like crazy. Actually, the hair on my head grows like crazy too. I gotta get hair. Like if I go longer than like a week without a haircut, it looks like I've never gotten a haircut. Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like I got my haircut like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like I gotta wear a hat. Like I'm shaggy.
I got this cut like about a week ago. Still fresh.
Yeah, nah. For me, it's like a shape up lasts me like fucking 3 days, and I look like I didn't get one.
That's bullshit. I'll trade you. It's like, no, fuck that. I got Puerto Rican hair, bro. My hair is thick, bro. Like, my hair is too thick. Like when I go to get it cut, because what I'll do is I'll usually wait I'll either wait 2 to 3 weeks, and if I wait the full 3 weeks, my hair gets real bushy. And so when they go in, they cut it all off and shit. Like my head feels so much lighter, and I could feel all the breezes and everything.
Yeah, me too. Me too. You know what's funny? So you mentioned this with beards with your dad. A friend of my dad, for summer, it was a guy who my dad used to play softball with, and for summer the one year he got his hair cut real short, and then on top it never grew back. Like his hair was thinning and he didn't know because he had longer hair. So then he got like clippers like super close, and it just never grew back. Like? Can you imagine how much? Like he had to regret that decision for like the rest of his life.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Wait, I'm bald now?
Yeah, in fact, just by and it's not even by choice. You wanted to look cool.
Yeah.
Change it up a little bit. Fuck yourself up.
Yeah. The hair on the top of his head was just like, you're cutting us, we're done.
We're cutting you, motherfucker.
That was too close. You're cut.
That shit's wild, bro. That's crazy. That's for sure crazy. I know some people that have done that shit too. Like that's how my dad kind of used to have like the whole pompadour. Like he used to rock that shit kind of big, like big and puffy. And then as he got older, I would be getting real close shaves and shit. And so he's like, oh, I'll do the same thing. And his shit just started thinning real bad. Like
yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's like your hair attacked you.
Yeah, it turned on you, bro.
I don't get it.
You trusted it. No, that's just wild, bro. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I have high hopes that it's not gonna happen to me because I'm Puerto Rican and we have really nice hair. But I do have to say, I'm finding like I'm probably not gonna be able to get any up on the camera. You might be, you can see a couple like right in here. Like I got a couple on the top of my head. Like I got quite a few fucking gray hairs. And the thing that I'm kind of tripping out about is my dad's dad. So my grandpa on my dad's side, he had snow white hair by the time he was 30. Like eyebrows white, top of his head was white. Like it was crazy. So like I feel like at the rate that I'm going, I feel like I'm probably gonna turn out the same way.
Yeah. So I mean, I would rather go gray than go bald.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm not too mad about that because there is a couple bald people in my family. Like my dad's not, but my dad. By the time my dad was my age, he had like wings on the side of his head.
Sure.
like just those spots, like Paulie from Sopranos.
Yeah.
If anyone out there watches, so like he had those. So I always figured that was going to happen to me. That, knock on wood, that hasn't happened yet. I got a few grays in my head, but like the beard, it's weird. Like just on my chin, I get some.
Sure.
Yeah, it used to bug me when they first started to come in, and now they're like really in. And probably a couple years ago, I started using the Just for Men, like for the beard, like just to hit it. And then the last time that I did it, I got the shit all over my wall in my bathroom, because like you get like a brush and you just like brush the shit in.
Right.
And I guess I have flicked it, and it's still in the bathroom on the wall. So I'm just like, I can't do. I'm ruining my house. I can't. This is it.
Yeah.
I have gray hair in my beard. It is what it is.
Fuck it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with gray hair. I like I said, I honestly I hope that my hair is like completely white by the time I'm 30, because that would be a dope fucking look. But like, it's just crazy being, you know, a 23-year-old kid, and like I got fucking more gray hairs than most people I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I was like that. Like mine, but like knock on wood, I feel like my head, it's mostly stopped. The beard, it's spreading.
Yeah. You could be
Which
Santa Claus. You just toss on the little hat.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Yeah. Really putting a positive stand on the situation.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to get the silver lining and everything.
Pun.
Facts. I didn't even think about that, dog. My man, you're funny.
I have my moments. I'm really tired.
Are you? Well, shit, man. It's already 10:06. I mean, we ran through everything we had to run through.
Shit. I said, yeah, we don't have any other topics to talk about. Let's hear the song one more time, and then we'll do the Don't Be a Loser thing.
Big facts. Hey, it's just me and you this time. Maybe it'll be better. But let's run that motherfucker back one
Let's
time. Catch me on deck with the homies right beside of me. Teeth white, gleaming like they made a white ivory. Double cupped up, let my demons confide in me. Switching lanes, what you gotta see is an oddity, a skill that very few possess. A linguist, king shit, coming at your neck. Call my ass Gillette, will I be cashing checks? Cause I gotta get these rings like I'm Bill Belichick. I spit that ill shit, talk it how I feel shit. Anybody flexing on my gang, get they wig split. Posted up on Mare, Louisiana, where I live, bitch. And I got that doctor prescribed from Dr. Lip shits. I keep it real with the flow that I throw. I'm shooting 3-point J's out the homie's window. Shit you can't even make change off the racks that I blown. And this Iota Indigo is probably best that you know. I like them stacked when I roll through.
A big booty Jody.
That only eats at Whole Foods.
So what you wanna do?
What you wanna do?
I got a room full of bad bitches waiting for us, dude.
So it's on. And we ain't never gonna stop.
Suavedelic never embellish the shit that we rock.
A new contender to change.
The face of hip hop.
And that's all we really about until we reaching the top.
Resurrected from the mud, muddy in my cup. Get some cutty from a lily bitty that be tryna fuck. That been stuck. Fuck it though, comfortably numb. I'm going hard until I kick the bucket. Middle fingers up, blow the brains on the coupe. Kirk Cobain roast, all the bitches, full of bitches, and the bitches coming twos. Play drop, bass, knock, every knock, gorilla glue. The fuck you tryna do? I'm tryna get some loot. Backers rolling up the booth. I'm smoking with some Bruce, all black like I'm Bruce. Ben Frank, stay bruised. Mobile plugging coming through. Stay 100, seeking truth.
I said fucking, now they bugging bitches, nothing what I do.
Gotta be consistent, my vision meeting fruition. I've been shitting on your favorite rapper since I've been a misfit. Too ambitious to coexist with the hate up on my pigment. Gotta hit the mortician when I body my competition. Oh sheesh, goddamn suave, go preach. No need to going straight and kill their hopes, please. Bitches always talking, acting like they know me. I just pull another 40 for my dead homies. Bless.
That shit was crazy. Hold on, Tommy. You ain't unmuted yet. That shit was wild, bro. That's that fire.
Yeah, really like it. Brianna's got a question for you. Bro, you better get it out quick.
Yeah, you better get out quick. We're ending the stream here soon, girl.
Yo, I was thinking for the sign out, since there's only two of us, we should just do one word at a time. Like you say a word, I'll say a word, you say a word, I'll say a word, and then we can sign out that way.
Yeah, we could say loser together.
We could try.
Absolutely.
We have a hard time with this.
Oh shit, she's asking me if I listened to her buddy's song yet. I haven't listened to your buddy's song yet. I am without streaming music apps at the moment. I had to change my cards up, and I just haven't got around to changing them. So I will definitely peep your homeboy shit here soon. I haven't responded to your message. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll get to it for sure. I've been busy. I got a show coming up this Friday, like I said. Just finished this song. I had to prepare the podcast, so I got a lot of shit going on, girl. But I'll definitely get into it. I'll try my best to appease you.
What a fucking jerk, man. This show listens to our show every fucking week. You watch one of the 3 people that tune in, and you can't respond to a fucking message.
I'm busy, dog. Like, I'm not going to respond to a message. I'm just like, nah, I haven't listened to it yet. Like, I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, I listened to it. That shit's fire. Or maybe it's not. I don't know yet.
Just watch Frank and Tommy from now on, Big.
Frank and Tommy ain't even on. When the fuck's Frank Tommy come back?
We're live tomorrow.
Sure you are, dude. We'll see.
Yeah, we will.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for fucking with my music. First and foremost, coming from me. I'm a little ghetto kid, so I shouldn't even be here smoking hookah where I am doing this crazy podcast shit. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support you guys give me. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the show, you can always find me on all social medias at Iota Indigo, IOTAINDIGO. That's that shit. I'm working on this project, coming out soon. Don't have a date, don't got no artwork, don't gonna tell you no shit about it. So just keep your eyes peeled for when I make some moves on that. It'll be all over my social media when I do, because damn son, I haven't released a full project in probably 8 years. I've been working on this project for 6. I haven't dropped anything in like 8 since I was like a sophomore in high school. Shit's been crazy. But
Get it, man. Come on.
oh yeah, bro, I'm with the shit. We're moving now. But yeah, man. So like I said, thank you all for fucking with us. The Payday Podcast. We're here every Wednesday. We changed up the time a little bit. 9 p.m. Mountain Standard, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard. We living.
We are. So what do we say to end the show? Hey, you want to start us off?
Dog, you know what we say. It's always that shit. It's like, don't
Be
a loser. That's that shit, son. Thank you guys so much for watching us, giving all these watches. Like our shit, subscribe to our shit, hit that little notification bell. It's lit. Like I said, thank you guys. We love you all. Peace.
Later, guys. Thanks for watching.
Here you go, George. Well, hey. Took me a little while to find you, but if you ask the right questions, you get the right answers.